guys, it's Amy with A2Z Stamping, and today I'm going to show you how to make this cute little gift bag. It's kind of like a box in a bag. I'm going to be using it for Mother's Day, but they're so easy to use and a good way to use up your designer series paper, and I thought I'd show you how to make them. They're super easy to do. All right, so what you need just 2 pieces of paper. You need a piece of designer series paper that's cut at 4 inches by 12 inches. And the image, it's going to wrap around this way. So you want to cut it so that your image, you know, looks this way. All right. And then you need a piece of cardstock that's cut at 7 by 4.5 inches. Okay. And we're going to set the designer series paper aside. And I'm actually going to grab out my Simply Score. It's pretty big here. It doesn't really fit on the screen. So I'll just put it right there. And I'm going to line this up right here. And we're just going to score all 4 sides at 1.5 inches. So we go to the 1.5 and we're just going to score it all 4 sides. Oops, come on. 1.5. The reason we put this little box in the bottom is just to kind of give it, to make it pretty sturdy. And that way it'll hold whatever it is. Okay, put my little stylus back at the bottom. All right. All right, next thing I want to do is I'm actually going to burnish my score lines. So we just have these 4. And then you're going to want to grab your scissors. And we're going to cut up the long way. We're going to cut up these 4. So we've got 1. And we want to make a little pie piece out of these. So cut your little pie piece, just like you do with any box, out of each one. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay. Now normally when we make a box, we would put our tabs on the inside like this. We would fold the box in this way. But we're actually going to put our tabs on the outside of the box so that it's nice and smooth on the inside, so that whatever you put on the inside isn't going to get caught on any of the pieces. And we won't be seeing this, so it works well to put the tabs on the outside. That way nothing catches on them. Okay, so what we want to do is, I'm actually, now that we don't have fast fuse anymore, did you guys know it's already completely sold out? It's all gone. I'm actually going to use my multi-purpose glue. And I'm going to use the fat end here. And I'm just going to stick this. You could use tear and tape if you want, but for boxes I like to use something pretty sturdy. I typically don't use snail on boxes. I find they don't hold together since it's repositionable. Okay, so we're going to put our adhesive on the 4 tabs. All right, and then we're just gonna push these together. Okay, pretty simple. So just make sure your tabs are on the outside. One nice thing about using the multi-purpose glue is you can move it around. You have a little bit of time. I do like that, which with the fast fuse you couldn't do that. Okay, so this is what our little box looks like that's going on the inside, and I'm just going to set that aside. Okay, so next thing we want to do is we want to take our designer series paper and go ahead and flip it over. So my paper, it doesn't matter which is the top and bottom. Make sure that you're aware of what's the top and bottom, because you want to flip it over, and we want to put adhesive along the bottom, the back side, and I'm going to use tear and tape for this. So I'm going to grab a piece, and I'm just going to line it up right at the very bottom. Okay, come on. Right at the very bottom. And I'm going to go all the way to the very end. Okay, like so. Okay, and you want to give it a really good press. Okay, and then I'm going to put a piece on one side of the short ends on the inside. Right along the edge again. Come on, here we go. Okay, give it a good press. And then I'm going to flip it over, and on this side that we didn't put it, I'm actually going to put it on the inside, or I guess this would be the outside of this piece right here, and I'm going to do it right along the edge. All right. And give that a good press. Okay, so now we just want to peel off this bottom piece. And you just kind of get a hold of it and it'll peel right off. Okay, my adhesive's still in there. Okay, so you grab your little box and we're gonna start in the center. Doesn't matter which side. Okay, let me think for a second here. And we wanna start with the side that doesn't have the tear and tape on it. So we'll go ahead and leave that side on. And what we're gonna do is you wanna line it up right in the center and you just wanna make sure it's exactly even with the bottom of your box. And then go ahead and press. Then wrap it around and go ahead and press. And just keep going. And it should line up perfectly. Press. And press. Okay, and now here we're at this point. Okay, and now we can peel these pieces off. So we have this one right here, and we have this one on the inside. And this is actually going to overlap, which is why we put this here, because this is going to overlap a bit and it's just going to reinforce it a little bit more. So we're going to line this bottom piece up. Keep going, keep going. Here we go, and press. Give it a nice good press. All right, and there's our little box, like so. Okay, and you could put anything in here. I'm going to use, like I said, I'm going to use these for Mother's Day. And so I can put a gift card, I can put earrings or some kind of little jewelry in there. I could put anything small that will fit in there. I can go in there. Caramels. We have some caramels place in town to get caramels that are really good. So anything. Okay, but we need to make our cute little box, you see. All right, so the first thing we're going to do is the handles. So I'm going to grab my 1-inch circle punch. And starting on my front, I'm actually going to press it in all the way until it stops. This is just how I do it, and kind of eyeball the center. I mean, if you are real OCD, you can measure it out, but I don't care about that. So I just went till it stops, and then I'm going to punch. Okay. And then for the bottom, what I'm going to do is go again till it stops, and I'm going to, you can kind of see through the hole, line it up. Can you see that? It lines up exactly, and I'm going to punch. Okay. And that's that one's a little harder because we have the tear and tape there, but that's okay. All right, so that was my 1-inch. And now I'm actually going to grab do you see how on here we put the cute little scallops? It just makes it look a little bit nicer. It looks a little bit nicer than just like this. So what we're going to do is I have a scrap piece of paper here, and I'm going to punch 2 circles. It's my 1-inch punch. Okay. And now I can put this punch away. Close that up. And what we're going to do is then grab the 1 3/8-inch scallop punch. And you just go right over the top of it like so. Line it up best you can. And punch. Oh, that got off a little bit. Punch. And it makes these cute little rings. Although I just lost that. Where did it go? Oh, where did you go, cute little ring? Well, it appears to be gone. So I'm just going to punch another one. Got to be a little more careful. Okay, let's try that one more time. Time I don't want you to fly onto the ground. Okay, so we've got 1. There, caught it that time. And we need 1 more. So we need 2 of these. Okay. And that's all I need, oops, with the punches. So again, close my punches up and put those away. Okay. All right, so I'm actually going to grab my Tombow again, and this one I'm going to use the skinny end, and I'm just going to put that on here. I haven't thought of a better glue yet to do something small like this. You could use your fine tip glue pen, I guess. Okay. All right, and these, try not to glue them to my hands. These just go right over the little circle, like so. And let's do the other side. Like so. Cute, right? It just makes it look a little bit nicer. Okay. So at this point, this is the back, this is the front. Okay, then we need a cute little tag for the front. So I have just a couple scrap pieces. So I have this piece of Whisper White cardstock. It's 1 by 2.5 inches. That just happens to be what it is. So this is 1 1/4 by 2 3/4. And I'm actually gonna put the adhesive on here. Normally I would stamp first, but I'm doing it backwards. You can make whatever cute tag you want for the front of yours though. You don't need to copy this if you don't like it. All right, so I'm grabbing the Painted Harvest stamp set and I'm using the I Am Thankful for You. And I've got my Fresh Fig ink here. So with this little bag, I did everything in powder pink. And this is the Fresh Florals Designer Series paper. They're from the same pack. And then this one's all in powder pink. This one's all in Fresh Fig. Okay, so let me just stamp this right on here. That stamps so nice, that Fresh Fig. I am thankful for you. All right, put my stamp back in here. Close up my ink. All right, and I'm going to take my adhesive. I'm just going to use some snail right on the back here, and this is going to go right down here, kind of where the box part is. Let's stick it to that. And then finally, so you would fill your bag with your treats, and then you're going to do your ribbon. So I have the Fresh Fig finely woven ribbon here, and I'll just feed it through. And let me cut a piece, and I'm going to tie a bow. The thing I like about this too is it can be open top if you need it to be. Like if your stuff sticks out of the top, you can make it be however you want. Okay, so we've got this, and we're gonna tie our bow. That looks good. It's a little bit big, make it a little bit smaller. And I'm gonna trim my ends, and there, I'll probably fuss with this bow a little bit, but there is my cute little box or bag or whatever you want to call it. Aren't those adorable? And did you see how quick and easy that was to make? Really easy. So you could whip these up too with all that Designer Series paper you have. These would be fun for little party favors as well. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video and you'll subscribe to my YouTube channel. Thanks guys. Bye.